Big time news going into practice with the Pats, man. We got some people who are very close to being back. We got some people who are actually already back. Um, it's be big for this practice, man, because we need everybody. We need everybody, and everybody got to they get some reps mainly. Devontae Smith has been struggling with the hamstring. You got even now you got guys who are brand new and on the roster. I mean on the injury list. And I'm gonna read off some of those guys when we start the video. We got Nolan Smith talks about what he's most excited about with the Packs coming in. You got some of the linemen who talk about the most exciting part about the Packs coming in is that they get to play somebody else outside the team. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody's tired of beating up on each other and they want to beat up on somebody else. So, also, I know a lot of people might not care, but AJ's coming back. AJ Brown will be back with the Packs for preseason. We'll be practicing, and I think this is a great opportunity to see where the defense is at. If he's going to get any reps against the defense, um, any of the first team defenses, how we do against their first team defense. Um, I think it's a great opportunity for everything. We got Elliot Park Schultz is somebody who he has a name I could have guessed in a million years who would have played with the first team. Now, if you know Vic Fangio is somebody who likes to mix and match some guys he think might have to step in at times, and he put in a name I thought was only going to be a special teamer. So I'll tell y'all who that is in the video. Stay tuned. And that injury list has some stars who are coming back. So let's get into it. Yeah, I done fell so many times, but I got back up. I've been drugged through the mud, like it ain't been enough. I'm still going, 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 still going. And I done felt so much pain that I wanna give up, but I can't stop now, cause I've been through too much. I'm still going, 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 still going. Let's get into the injury list straight off the muscle. We got Jacorian Bennett out with a knee. We got Tank Bigsby out with a toe. I think with Tank Bigsby being out, no, I'm not happy that he's out, but it gives Will Shipley some reps with like the second team or and mix in with the first team. I thought Will Shipley playing really, really hard. He had some really good runs in that last game against the Ravens, and I kind of want to see more. Greg Calcaterra has a back. I think that happened on the catch. He did kind of get crumpled up off that 8-yard catch. So I think that might have happened in the game. Jonathan Jones has the shoulder. I can't wait for Jonathan Jones to get back, man. We got Isaiah Bolden. We just signed and we let go Holland Pierce. But I really like Jonathan Jones to come back to be a backup for this team, man. Like it'll make me feel better about the secondary. So we don't be relying on Mac McWilliams and Keely Ringo. While we're talking Mac McWilliams, he's out with a groin. He's not going to he didn't practice. Damian Pierce, he didn't practice with a hamstring. Jose Ramirez, he's somebody who had a whole lot of juice in this Ravens game, and he didn't practice with a hamstring. I don't know what's going on in Philly with hamstrings. Hamstrings is plaguing this team. Sean Wade, the guy who knocked the ball out after being caught on, didn't give up on the play and forced a fumble. He's out with an eye/shoulder. So that's 2, 3, 4. 4 corners are out. We had to make a move for corner. All right, Johnny Wilson. Johnny Wilson's out with a knee. I'm not a big fan of Johnny Wilson. If you follow this show, you understand. But the guys who was actually practicing, but they were very limited. Danny Gray had a concussion, and he's working his way back. Keyshawn Johnson Newby had an injury, an ankle injury, but he was limited. Devontae Smith came back with the hamstring. I don't know if y'all seen Devontae Smith looks he looks good. like he might not be 100%, but the way he's moving really, really good. Like you see him from not running at all to now he's sprinting. You got Cole with Wisniewski with a hamstring. I'm telling you, these hamstrings is killing us. We need to figure out what's in the water over there that's killing our hamstrings. Yeah. With Smitty being back and Makai Lemon being close to being back, it makes me confident going into these practices to see this offense work. Now, we probably won't see them in preseason, but we will see them probably go against the twos, probably go against the ones. I would like to see them go against the ones. First team versus first team. I want to see that. I kind of want to see how we perform against the first team of the Patriots. They always have a pretty good defense, and this would be a really good test for the team. I can't wait to see that happen. I think we'll be heading up there either tomorrow or the day after. Somebody else who came back. Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell came back. They were back at practice. I gotta be honest with you, Cooper DeJean, he looks very, very healthy. I didn't see a limp the first time, but Quinyon Mitchell was a noticeable limp, and it didn't look like he was all the way back. If I'm looking at this, it didn't look like he was all the way back. I'm just being honest. I hope he don't hurt anything else. Hopefully it's like a little tailbone, a little bruise or something he can get past. Nothing that will be detriment to the career or could injure further on. I'm just glad to see those guys back. While we're speaking on the secondary, Elliot Parshultz talked about a safety who was starting to become a standout in this defense.
I thought one name working with the starters was very noteworthy, and that's the undrafted safety Gushikin. He's having a very good camp, and today, the fact he was able to get out there with the starters, I think is a good sign. And when you look at how camp has gone, there are a lot of fringe roster guys that were probably long shots to make the team that are now working their way into the roster conversation. Gushikin has had a really good camp. Maximus Pooley, the other undrafted safety, has had a really good camp. Deontay Lawson, the undrafted rookie out of Alabama that was a really high recruit coming out of high school, has had a good camp. Joshua Weru, the other international player pathway program they signed, or player that they signed, that, all the attention has been on Uar Bernard, but Weru had a really good game, and he looks good out there, and it looks like he could be a contributor on special teams right away. So now that we're 12 days...
This is a dude when we drafted, I think he was an undrafted free agent. When we got him and signed him, I thought he was only supposed to be a special team person. To see him get reps, good reps, I think the same thing happened with Reed Blankenship. I think the same thing happened with Reed Blankenship. Hopefully we can strike lightning in the bottle again. So I wouldn't mind if he came in and he just played very, very well. I would love to have 3 guys that play really, really well at safety. While we talk about the safeties, Michael Carter the second had a pick off of a drop pass from Quez Watkins up the middle. Quez Watkins, and if you've seen, Jalen Hurts had an interception that came off the Quez Watkins drop. Quez Watkins does what Quez Watkins do, and he dropped the ball. He normally does. He make those plays all the time. He dropping that thing in the most crucial situations. So yeah, Quez Watkins I was very high on until he just fell in this slump of not being able to catch the ball. And then when he did catch the ball, he did crazy stuff get it knocked out. He fumbled. So I'm not a fan of Quez Watkins as I am not a fan of Johnny Wilson. Just filling up the roster with people that we know the face of is what it feels like. All right. Sean Mannion talked about calling plays, and he called it in a booth in Baltimore. And when asked, he said he wanted to switch it up, just trying to see which one is better. But he will be calling the plays in the booth against New England. So I don't know. Whichever works, man. Whichever works. Some people call plays better in the booth. Vic Fangio's not on the field. He called all his plays from the booth. So he'll be up there with Vic Fangio, calling the plays. I don't think that's such a bad thing, man. If he decided to call the plays on the bench where he can interact with Jalen Hurts and stuff like that, because I know Jalen Hurts will see something and he want to make it known. You know, you can't. I mean, I guess you have to call up to the booth to get the call, but seems a bit much. I guess they'll figure out how to work that thing out. But we'll see how that goes in New England, and we'll see if he ever call plays the preseason, maybe on the field. While we're talking about Sean Mannion, he still has it. Sean Mannion threw a bullet, like it was a 60-yard bomb to Cooper DeJean. He launched that thing. He still got it. He still got it, man. If that is footwork, he can have Jalen Hurts playing at a very, very high level. A very high level. You know what? The Patriots are coming. And Nolan Smith was asked about what are you excited about with the Patriots coming to town? And he talked about our old friend and Milton Williams.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Millionaire Milk, man. We used to call him Maybach Milk before he had the Maybach. Now he got the Maybach for real, man. I tell him, I'm excited to see Milk, man. I'm excited to see guys, you know, especially when they play on the same side of the ball, because we crack jokes defense on defense, and you know when they go to the other team, it's more serious. So, but man, I just wanted to crack jokes with my dog. I miss him.
He said he ready to talk smack and joke around with Milk, man. I hope he does, but let's keep the main thing the main thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, go in there and you really got to show out. Like, I think a lot of people are leaning towards Jalen Hunt because Jalen Hunt has put something on paper. He's put something on video. He's playing well on paper and video. So, Nolan, you got to catch up. You got to catch up. We want you to be your first round pick. We want you to be here, but you got to show us a reason for why you should be here. Simple as that. That is all I got, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Turn those post notifications on so you don't miss a video. We out. Let's go, Birds.